Yeah, welcome back to VITA on IDS 2023 in Hall 10.1 here in Cologne for the IDS. So, if you don't have the chance to come and visit us, you will miss this guy and the others we have here. So, with me is, I think everybody knows him, the Argentinian boy here, right?
Yeah, I'm a boy. Yeah.
Dr. Miguel Ortiz. He's now working in Boston, right?
Yep, we're in Boston, Massachusetts. We're doing some prosthodontic work there and some teaching as well. And I'm glad you guys have me here. Amazing booth, and in Vita you should come see it. A lot of hands-on, a lot of lectures, and it's nice to be here with you again.
Yeah, thanks. And he loves Metallica.
I do. Enter Sandman all the time.
Yeah, actually, when he starts, maybe you did see him, when he starts his lecture, his presentations, it's always with a big sound and it's loud and it's heavy metal.
That's what we do in South America. We don't care about the neighbors. We just blast it. I did that in Paris last week and got the knock on the door, put the music down. True story.
That's a good story, actually. And your brother has his lab in Ibiza.
Yeah, Ibiza Dental Lab, one of the best labs in the world, and we work together all the time. He does a lot of cool things in the island of Ibiza. He's been a technician for 25 years. He's a master ceramist, and he teaches a lot too.
And we will celebrate his birthday today. So if you have the chance to meet us and Carlos, which is the name of his brother. So we can talk now about football because you're Argentinian and not US boy.
Oh, I'm a world champion. Is that what you mean? Soy campeón del mundo. Yeah.
So next World Cup, we will be the world champion again, just to let you know this.
You're probably going to beat us again because you've been beating us for the last every single World Cup. So please, I don't want to meet you. I don't. You can win without coming through us. On the other side of the bracket, please.
We will win against you. So, but not. This is not the topic. We should talk about dental stuff, actually. So, you were walking around a bit on the IDS. Did you see something really new, really interesting, or is it more or less the same since the last years?
No, there's a lot of new stuff, and I think we need to give the companies who are putting a lot of effort to introduce something new it's due praise, right? So for me to say no, it's always the same. No, there's a lot of companies with a lot of effort, Vita and many others. Some of the small ones too, that it's very hard for them to compete in a new market. That they have a lot to show. Obviously, the 3D printing is coming strong, and the industry is trying to figure out how much you can do 3D printing. A lot of in the area of software development and how to capture movements and how to pass that movement into an articulator or into a virtual articulator. And that kind of technology together with the 3D printing, I think, is the highlight of it. Finally, I think scanners have reached a point in which we all agree they're good. And now it's a matter of which one has the best connection and software and interface. We can trust them that they are all up to date and they can be good and the prices are coming down. Finally, printers have gotten to be really good, I think, for what we need. So now we're waiting for the materials to catch up. And I'm excited about to see how the materials catch up to the new technologies of the software, capturing movements of the patient, and also the materials to put all that together. So we're finally on the software, hardware, I think we're good. And now the materials have to come in and fill in the gap. And that's what I'm seeing in IDS today.
Oh, thanks. This is really a lot, actually, really a lot. So, and you, especially, you love teaching, but you do it in an aggressive way with power and strong. So, how did you get this behavior? Because you are such a nice guy.
Well, I only do that on Wednesday, that if I have a student that is sleeping, I will wake him up. It's like, come on, man, you paid a lot of money for it. No, I like no bullshit, and I like to try not to be dogmatic. So sometimes when you're not bullshit and you try to be not dogmatic, you come out very blunt. And I try to always tell the people who are in my courses or in my lecture, I say, when you see me saying something and call on my bullshit, go for it. Because sometimes I also start giving my opinion when I shouldn't be giving my opinion. I should be giving you the science. So I try to keep my opinion to myself, even though it's hard for humans and sometimes it comes true. But that style of teaching sometimes sounds rough if you're not like that, or sometimes it's very fun for people that understand that I'm just playing, right? So, yeah, a little bit different. I like to mess around. I like to walk around a lot when I lecture. People is like, where is he right now? Right? Where is he right now? So,
Yeah, very good. Actually, I love your presentation. So I had some to see actually. So and another thing is everything you do and you provide to the customer or the guy who's sitting in front of you getting taught is scientific based, right?
We try as much as we can, and it is true that you can always find the science that is going to support your claim, whichever the claim is. So what I try to do is, if somebody's in my course, if somebody's in my lecture, okay, they paid, they flew, they took the time of their day to do this. Okay, they're doing their effort. So for that, I have to now pay them back by I have to do my work. My presentation has to be pristine. My presentation has to be as unbiased as I can. It has to be scientifically backed. And sometimes I achieve it, and sometimes I don't. And when I don't, I have people like my brother, my friends, my wife that say, hey, look, what you said right there, think about it. And I do think about it, and I change it all the time. The presentation that you saw a couple of times actually has been, I actually feel already that I have to update it. And I have no problem saying, I think I'm a year behind on the science of the presentation. And it's already bothering me, right? So I just was talking to my wife, and I said, we were looking at GC and we were looking at Haas. And I told to my wife, I need to update my presentation, right? Like, I need to update my presentation. That's it. Like, you can't just keep teaching the same thing. And sometimes I need to update my presentation because I was wrong. And that's fine. And I will tell, hey, what I told you a year ago, I was wrong. I have new information now. And that keeps you, what's the word? Honest. It keeps you honest with yourself as much as you can.
Perfect. This is the perfect answer, actually. And one last question before we leave you.
Messi.
No, not about Messi.
okay.
Not about Messi, about Lothar Matthäus. Why are you laughing? No. Please talk about why you are loving Lothar Matthäus. You just mentioned this, and for us Germans, it's so good.
I think every Argentinian that knows anything about soccer, or at least claims to know, will be forever grateful to Lothar Matthäus because he was saving Maradona's jersey from the final of 1986. And he took care of it. And we know right now that jersey is worth, I don't know, $50 million, $100 million, whatever, right? And he could have done that, right? He could have said, like, my museum, stay in Berlin, whatever he lives, I don't know. And he went back to Argentina and he said, this is yours, people. And we will always forever be grateful for that. To a level that is hard to explain. So Lothar Matthäus can come to Argentina anytime, and the red carpet is going to be laid in front of him, and we're going to cook the best beef in the world, and we're going to take it to La Plata and see an Estudiantes game so that he can really see what we did in Old Trafford in 1968.
Wow. Beautiful answer for us Germans especially. Yeah, Lothar, I love you too. So, but now I remembered you did a lot of things on Instagram that you meet great guys. Yeah. Should I try to arrange a meeting with Lothar that you meet the expert?
Yes, 100%. That's a master of the craft right there.
Definitely. Okay, I will try this. And then we will see him on his Instagram channel talking with another expert, an expert for football playing. But you mentioned also Messi. What would you tell me about Messi?
The best of all time, most likely. And for what I can see, someone that us who watch him and the young generations can watch and emulate the behavior. And he probably not perfect, and I don't know the guy personally, but after 17 years of career, we can see that he seems to be a family man, he seems to be a man of value, he seems to be somebody that he's always on the spotlight and he's always with a smile. I think there's a lot to learn on how he behaves outside of the pitch as well. And that's what we love about Messi. Yes, we brag. Yes, he gave us a World Cup. But we also have other players that gave us World Cups, and we kind of look at their personal life and we're like, ah. So now we have somebody who seems like a good package and somebody that kids can look and say, that's how I want to behave. And we're proud of that.
This is a perfect end. And if you have the chance to come here and visit us in Hall 10.1 at the VITA booth, you may meet this guy. His brother will present tomorrow, so he will be here also. So please come and join us and meet this guy. And I say thanks to you, and thanks for your last words about Messi. Yeah, he's really a hero for everyone. I think so. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. It was really good.
That's good. You're fun to talk to.